Process Philosophy by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Process philosophy is a complex and multifaceted philosophical framework that has been influential in a variety of fields, including metaphysics, cosmology and theology. The term process philosophy is used to describe a family of philosophical perspectives that share a common focus on the concept of process as a fundamental to understanding the nature of reality. Process philosophy is a philosophical framework that emphasizes the dynamic and interconnected nature of reality. At its core, process philosophy rejects the traditional view of reality as static and unchanging, instead positing that all things are in a state of flux and transformation. This emphasis on process, change and becoming is central to the philosophical outlook of process philosophy. Process philosophy shares some characteristics with Blavatsky Theosophy's concept of periodicity. Process philosophy and Blavatsky Theosophy's concept of periodicity both emphasize the dynamic and interconnected nature of reality. Process philosophy views the world as constantly evolving and changing, with all entities in a state of becoming. Similarly, Blavatsky Theosophy's concept of periodicity highlights the cyclical nature of existence, where patterns repeat in various scales and dimensions. Both perspectives challenge traditional static views of reality and instead propose a more fluid and relational understanding of the universe. The idea of continuous change is central to process philosophy. Process philosophers argue that the universe is characterized by a dynamic and evolving nature, with all things in a state of constant change and development. This view stands in contrast to the traditional Western philosophical emphasis on stasis and permanence. Related to the concept of process is the idea of becoming. Process philosophers argue that reality is best understood as a continuous process of becoming rather than as a collection of static entities. This emphasis on becoming highlights the open-ended and creative nature of reality. Process philosophy also emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things. According to process philosophy, everything in the universe is interconnected and interdependent, with each entity exerting an influence on the others. This interconnectedness is seen as a fundamental to understanding the nature of reality. The roots of process philosophy can be traced back to ancient philosophical traditions, including the pre-Socratic philosophers of ancient Greece. These early thinkers, such as Heraclitus, emphasized the dynamic and ever-changing nature of reality, laying the groundwork for later developments in process philosophy. Process philosophy, as a distinct philosophical framework, began to take shape in the 20th century with the work of philosophers such as Alfred North Whitehead and Charles Hartshorne. Whitehead's magnum opus, Process and Reality, is considered one of the most influential works in the development of process philosophy. In this seminal work, Whitehead presents a comprehensive metaphysical system based on the primary of process and the interconnectedness of all things. In contemporary philosophy, process philosophy continues to be a vibrant and evolving area of inquiry. Contemporary process philosophers have built upon the foundational work of earlier thinkers, further developing and refining the concepts and implications of process philosophy in the light of contemporary philosophical debates and scientific advancements. In metaphysics, process philosophy has far-reaching implications for our understanding of the nature of reality. By emphasizing the dynamic and interconnected nature of all things, process philosophy challenges traditional metaphysical views that posit a static and unchanging reality. Process metaphysics offers a framework for understanding the world as a dynamic and evolving process, with profound implications for our understanding of causation, time, and the nature of existence. Process philosophy has also been influential in the field of cosmology, particularly in relation to theories of the universe's origins and development. Process cosmology offers a perspective on the universe as a dynamic and evolving system, challenging traditional cosmological models that depict the universe as a static and unchanging entity. Process philosophy provides a framework for understanding the universe as a creative and open-ended process, with implications for our understanding of cosmic evolution and the nature of time. In theology, process philosophy has significant implications for our understanding of divinity and religious experience. Process theology, a theological perspective informed by process philosophy, emphasizes the dynamic and relational nature of the divine. Process theologians argue that God is best understood as a dynamic and evolving reality, intimately involved in the ongoing processes of the world. This view challenges traditional theological conceptions of God as a static and unchanging being, offering a new perspective on the nature of divine action and the relationship between God and the world. Process philosophy has not been without its critics. Some philosophers have raised concerns about the coherence and explanatory power of process metaphysics, questioning whether the emphasis on process and becoming adequately captures the nature of reality. Critics have also raised objections to specific aspects of process philosophy, such as its implications for our understanding of causation and the nature of time. Within the field of process philosophy, there are ongoing debates and discussions about a range of issues, including the nature of process, the relationship between process and substance, and the implications of process philosophy for various areas of inquiry. These debates reflect the vibrant and evolving nature of process philosophy as a philosophical framework, as thinkers continue to grapple with the implications and applications of process-oriented perspectives. In conclusion, process philosophy is a rich and multifaceted philosophical framework that has had a significant impact on a variety of fields, including metaphysics, cosmology, and theology. By emphasizing the dynamic and interconnected nature of reality, process philosophy challenges traditional views of the world as static and unchanging, offering a new perspective on the nature of existence, causation, and the divine. While process philosophy has faced criticisms and debates, it continues to be a vibrant and evolving area of philosophical inquiry, with ongoing relevance for contemporary debates and discussions.